can I get your card? And they're like, sure, here. You know, it's not necessarily the best way to take a card. When you present your card, and the Asian culture does this very well. 2 hands. Get over here. Next. When you get a card, right? Every single time it's like clockwork. Aaron, I pull my card out, do a little bow. 2 hands. Now when you present it, real quick, hey, Aaron, you know what? Here, you want this down? Get a bracelet. A little tchotchke here. When you present your card, now the card, you want it so that they can read it. Facing outward to them. Okay? 2 hands. And when you get the card, Aaron, you look at it, and you look at both sides, and then you put it away. Respect. People get their card, they don't even look at it. What a miss. Grab the card, look at it. What a logo. Comment about it. People take time. This is everything. This took me 6 months to come up with this logo and this name. Show the respect, and it'll pay itself in dividends. You will get people's social goodwill. I'm building equity within my relationships. The card stock also is important. Better card stock. You know, flimsy. People are like, oh, it's $9.95 off of whatever that website is for free. No. This is the first interaction with somebody. You want it to be as positive as possible, and you want it to be respectful. You want them to put it away with respect, and that's how you want to be treated like that. So business cards are important. Swag. These little slap bracelets I'm handing out, right? Like everyone's got like the squishy toy. Actually, I walked around and there was some like good swag. You know, someone had a candle, someone had a hat, some good swag. Swag's really important in business, right? Little slap bracelets. Silly. So silly. But that's important. Because it's memorable and no one's going to throw it out. You ever get home and you're like, no one gives, you got all the stuff from the show or whatever, you're just throwing it, you throw it out. What's the point? If you're going to give someone something, give something that's going to pop, stick out, and be respected. And it can be something as silly as a slap bracelet. It doesn't matter. But it's not going to be like what everyone else has. You're going to be different. And that's how you pop. What are you reading? Oh boy, it used to be, you think about 500 years ago, it was a luxury to know how to read. Right? You had an education. Now everyone's just like, I read blogs. That's not reading, right? Reading's important. There's always a new book, and there's something about, from my experience, finding people who are reading books that make them stick out. People who read books for some reason just find a way to get ahead. Maybe they're just educating themselves, but it's not just people who are reading tablets or online. It's just there's something unique when I can be like, what are you reading right now? What do you recommend? And the people who pop have good answers. And you want to stick out. If you're getting into a field, find out what the top book in that field is and read it, because there's books on everything. And there's top books on everything. Find out what they are, and then you can relate to people. You can have educated conversations with educated people. Books, new. Research on LinkedIn, how to prepare to be prepared. I had a meeting today with a multinational corporation, the head of their marketing team. You all know who they are. And the guy came to the meeting and he wasn't prepared. Didn't even know who I was. He just took the meeting. I spent the first 8 minutes explaining why we're here, and by the end of the call, I'm super excited. When's our next meeting? What a miss. What a waste of my time. How disrespectful. Don't go to a meeting without being prepared. And how do you prepare the best? Google, or just go on LinkedIn and look people up. Most of you already do this. I don't mean to be patronizing if I'm coming off like that. I'm not trying to be. But a lot of people don't. And I love going on LinkedIn before every meeting, see what school they went to. Do we have any friends in common? Little things, it takes 2 minutes, but you got to be prepared to maximize the outcome for success. And when I can go into a meeting like, oh, you went to Carnegie Mellon? My college roommate's brother went to Carnegie Mellon. I visited him once. What a great campus. Immediate rapport. Wow. He knows where I went to school. I don't even know who he is. Right? It's that advantage, little edge. Pop. Stick out. And then you're memorable because no one else, or not everyone, not many people are saying, I know where he went to school when they start up the call, proving that they actually know something about the person. You did your diligence. Makes sense, right? It's silly, but it's easy. And no one really ever told me that. You just gotta kind of figure it out. Calendar obsess. Your workday does not start when you wake up. Your workday starts the night before. Before you go to bed, you should look at your calendar, if you can. And just think, what I got tomorrow? The amount of people I interact with who don't do that is such, it's just a miss. People are like, last minute, oh my God, I forgot I had a doctor's appointment. You didn't forget you had a doctor's appointment, you just aren't calendar obsessed. And everyone to be successful needs to be calendar obsessed. Again, it goes back to that respect and go to that social equity. If you're gonna miss a meeting, give a heads up. Pretty simple. Music and entrepreneurship. I say entrepreneurial athlete because my advisor, my greatest advisor, called me an entrepreneurial athlete. It's like, it was like 10 years ago. He's like, there are athletes in the entrepreneurial space. And, you gotta treat it like a sport. And how do you, we got athletes in the room. What do you do to get hype? Put on your headphones, you get in the zone. You get in the zone in business. Before this meeting, I had my headphones on. I got Eric Pride's Vagina, it's my go-to song, I put it on, I get hype. And here we are. Get in the zone, no nerves, no nothing, and that's really the best way to tackle your day. So, not really the best, the predecessor to this meeting was an interesting one to follow here, but if you learn anything from me here today, it's pop and be different and stick out and show respect to build the social equity. Because that goodwill will pay itself again in dividends. If I ever need anything now, those people I call on Monday and Friday, I call them on like a Wednesday, but oh boy, I'm in a little bit of a pickle, can you help me? Whatever you need, Pete. And that's, they take my call. So, any questions? You guys all hungry? Is anyone? Question?
What are you reading?
Okay, great question. Right now it's not really business oriented. I got my uncle passed away and he wrote a little autobiography that I've never read, so that's kind of my top of my book at the moment. But if you've never read the Zappos book, right? There's a couple, Delivering Happiness. Really good book. Highly recommend that. Good. Any other questions?
All right, I appreciate the business cards. I work for Xerox, that's part of what we do. Okay, but in a LinkedIn world, how do we transition to LinkedIn and make
I'm so happy you asked that. Because, and let me ask you this. Do you think business cards can replace LinkedIn?
I do.
Tell me why, or how come?
Because they're more, to me, they tell more of the story about the person you're connecting with than a business card. And then you get to connect with them as they continue to move forward. So maybe that opportunity you have with them where they were at the point in time on a business card has evolved. And that way you're able to know as they move forward in their career, wherever they are, you can keep that connection because of what you have in LinkedIn versus a business card.
You're totally right.
Thank you.
That's totally right. I can just speak from personal experience. And I've seen, I know have the tap card or whatever, you hold the RFID reads, it pops up. Yeah, I have one of those. Somebody here today got their QR code, I scan that, and I love it. Because I don't have to carry my cards around. However, there's something about the card where I leave the conference, and I get home, I'm doing my follow-up, and I have the card on my desk. And it forces me to acknowledge it, especially if it's a good contact. And it'll sit there, and I have like a little pile next to my desk of cards. And maybe at the end of every year I clean it out, and I'll start over, clean slate. But the cards, but then the cards are so versatile. Like I'll tape them to a wall, I'll put two cards together. And there's something about that, the physical element, which is unique. I added 40, 50 people here on LinkedIn. And I will inevitably not be able to remember or follow up with all 40 or 50 of these people. And there's something about the important cards that I keep. Like your card, the Xerox. Right there.
But I don't have any.
But you hear what I mean? You understand what I'm saying?
She doesn't have a card.
That's good. But the functionality, you're right. From a functionality standpoint, it's so much easier. Just like, here's my QR code, scan it, yeah. But there's an intimate aspect about the card and that interaction. And I really have serious concern about the loss of the interpersonal relationship through a digital spectrum. Makes sense?
Fair.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other question?
Well, because I mean, not as much of a question, but I think, like, when you scan a QR code, you just add it to your contacts. How often do you just scroll through your contacts, like, oh, who are all these people I have? If you have a card, when you just, like, used to have it on your desk or have it in your wallet, you probably go through your wallet and clean that out more often than you might do your contacts. Then you pull it out and you're like, oh, I remember this person. Oh, this came up. Maybe I'll reach out to them, or let me save this for this next year that I might have a situation like what I did. I need to reach out to them. Hold on.
Totally right. I don't think I have ever cleaned out my contacts. I think I got and I don't know who they all are. Right? All right, any other questions, guys? Oh, Julie, go on.
What are some other good swag ideas that you've seen?
Oh boy, our jackets, our team jackets are sick. Yeah, people wear them, like Eddie Bauer, $45 a piece, but people, and they're this bright blue, and people they wear them. I have friends who wear them in public, and they go out, and they just their daily thing. Jackets are good. I always look for the latest weird cool thing. We have these hats that have solar panels on the cab, a little charger with a cable that comes out to charge your phone. It's kind of cool. But there's all these things that are not that expensive, but then it's not just a tchotchke that they can just throw away. It's something that actually means cool, yeah. And it's a conversational piece. It's a conversation. The slap race, it's a conversation. You're gonna walk up and, where did you get that?
You don't leave it in for that.
You missed the best talk. It was the last one. You saved the best for that. Peter had it and was handing it up to people asking questions, right?
And if this was reflective, you could give it to the cyclist.
Fun fact, it is reflective. Enjoy
Is
it.
it? I was wondering. Put it around there.
They're great. They're great. And it's such a little, all right, but good question. Yeah. Okay, anyone have anything else they want to know? Any other entrepreneurial secrets, fun fact? Does anyone have a side hustle or business? Nice. What do you do?
Antiques.
Nice. Yeah. What do you do?
I have some cards.
What do you do?
Career coaching.
Career coaching. Right. Really hard to start your own business. No? Well, I wish you all the best. I hope you guys have a great rest of your conference. Thank you all for your time.